and that was weird. I tried to go live, and OBS said that the server was not available, so I don't know, tried it again. Hello, everyone. I'm not pleased. It's not that I'm angry. It's just I thought I was going to be able to stream Game Chop stuff. I guess I should have looked into it more. But the nice like video game remix music I was listening to. Every stream, one of the artists, I mean, I don't blame them, like, it's their work, right? One of the artists claims the video. It does like it's a specific type of claim where they can revenue split with me. I don't know exactly what percentage they get. YouTube is zero help with that. I guess I would have no problem with it if it was more transparent about the percentage. Like, maybe is it only monetization during that portion of the video, because they have to claim a specific timestamp. So, hey Belmont, yeah, we're live. We're quick live tonight. Yeah, things are happening. Or maybe not really happening. I guess tonight is kind of a chill stream, but I just wanted to kind of reconnoiter all the stuff that I have and see what is coming next, because there's quite a lot of stuff and I haven't really had time to go through the boxes of things I got. I got a box from Bonzo. I've got my ye old box of mods. So there's also some stuff that I think we could bang out tonight. It should be like really quick and easy things, stuff that probably doesn't take a whole stream to set up and explain and talk about, but so that's what we'll do tonight, and we'll kind of figure out what's going forward. My glasses are disgusting. I need new glasses. I need to go to the optometrist and get a new. I've had these glasses, I think, since, I don't go very often. I probably should go more, but I've had these since I started the YouTube channel, like 3 years. Or until I started posting regularly, because I've had this channel for a while. So, I can't remember what I was talking about. We're gonna go with it. How are you, Belmont? How's your concrete journey? All right, I guess we'll hop into it and we'll kind of just BS and talk and see what we've got. Oh, that's what I want to talk about before we get into that. I'm having back and forths, I suppose, with PCBWay about the lava RGB. I keep talking about it. I hope people kind of understand what it is. It'll make a lot more sense once the stream happens, but it's like an alternative to the NES RGB. And I don't really know, like, that stream is going to be kind of crazy because one of the parts on the bill of materials is not made anymore. So I'll have to hand solder that one because I was able to get some from eBay. So I've got one of the pieces, so we're going to have to do some soldering. Then we're going to have to flash the firmware onto the FPGA. So I'm hoping that I don't know anything about how to flash this firmware. I bought a flasher. It's for a lattice. I guess it's called a lattice FPGA. But I bought this knockoff lattice programmer on AliExpress, so I'm kind of waiting for that. But I'm still waiting for PCBWay. Laser Hertz, I think is his name. Let me just look it up. I think it's Laser Hertz, something like that. Laser Hertz and ManCloud actually have been, they helped me a lot. They helped me to get the correct Gerber files, and Laser Hertz came up with a bill of materials because Retro Castle is who developed this thing. They never posted the bill of materials, so you kind of need that to build the project. So I've just been going back and forth with PCBWay too, because the BOM had some typos in it, and so they bought the incorrect parts, or they bought one incorrect part, and another was the wrong footprint. So I needed to buy a slightly bigger footprint one. So I'm kind of waiting for them to source those parts. Belmont says, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. You've been going well this season. Just wish I had more time to take care. Yeah. Well, the off season will come sooner or later. You haven't heard of the lava? Yeah, I don't really know much about it other than I know that Bob did a lava FC. So not only did they make this, I won't say it's open source because the source is not open, but it's a publicly, freely available, somewhat freely available Gerbers. I mean, as soon as we get the bill of materials and the Gerbers set, maybe I'll have ManCloud maybe he could post on his GitHub or something with like I make a repo where you can actually just take these files and give them to PCBWay or whatever and have them have them assemble 95% of the project for you, so you get a mostly working thing. You just need to flash it yourself and source those out of stock or out of production components. But I know that the Lava FC is that all-in-one HDMI console, so that has HDMI output. But as far as I know, it's, maybe it's similar code base. I'm not really sure. But there's kind of two. There's that Lava FC, which is that HDMI console, and the Lava RGB, which is like an NES RGB. So I'm excited to just see what that's like, because it's kind of crazy that for all these years there hasn't really been an NES RGB alternative. So, all right, so I figured I would just mention that because it's been a bit. It's like this whole month I wasn't able to do a PCBWay stream. Not that you guys care, but because I like doing the PCBWay projects as promotion, right? So like building the project as part of the stream instead of just like one-off promotions, but just random promotions, So then I'll also need to, the month after that, I need to get the ball rolling again on the Micro 8088, because the month after that is Retro World, and I want to have that PC ready for LGR. So I'm to sign it. Okay, so I'll get the box. We'll kind of take a look at the box. I hope I don't dox myself. Maybe I'll like put it off to the side. Let's just see, is there anything? Let's probably turn the camera on, that would help. Okay, I'll keep it off to the side because there's some stuff with my address on it. I'm not really sure what's left. Oh, I guess we could start working on one thing because it's pretty, I think it's at the top. Okay, so you might recognize this, and oh, no, you wouldn't recognize it if you can't see it. What the heck? Oh, you know what's funny? There we go, that should be better. That's in video mode now. I bought this remote for my camera so I can start or stop a video. Not like it matters for a live stream, but I was just messing with the settings. So this is kind of a cool remote thing. Okay, so you might recognize, actually, I don't know if I didn't ever release the video of this. You might recognize this. I talked about it before. The Intech Gaming Game Boy Advance consolizer. I actually never made a video about it. I was going to make a video about the build at least, because I think the build is really cool. The pogo pins are cool. This case is kind of cool because it's injection molded, but there's just too much latency and it doesn't look like the output is very not this latency, it's variable latency. It's playable, I think, but it also doesn't look great. I think the aspect ratio is a little bit off, even though they said they were supposed to fix that. But it's still it's like so close to being a good thing. I know Bob had a whole video about it, but anyway, so when I bought this, they had a free gift, which was this, right? So it was a PCB. You can not really see in there, but you can kind of tell it's a green PCB. Let me see if I can do this. No, you can't really tell. Well, anyways, they give you this PCB that lets you turn a Game Boy Advance, the shell of it, right? So after you do the HDMI, the consolizer, you've left of the shell. So this lets you use it, turn it into a controller, a Super Nintendo controller. So it's really cool. It's like this would pair really well with, at least the Intech Gaming thing, but also anything that uses Super Nintendo. So that's kind of a cool. I never really used it that much, but so this is kind of, people knew about this, but I don't know if many people knew about this, wherever it may be. It's here somewhere. Ah, here it is. Yes. This is a wireless one. So for some reason, the free gift was not the wired one. The free gift was actually this wireless one. And it actually it's kind of a cool design because it uses the battery door. So it doesn't have a rechargeable battery in it. It uses AA batteries. So I have another Game Boy Advance shell. I guess let's bust this out. Let's put this in a Game Boy shell. I've been waiting for so long to do this. So I think this is just a Bluetooth controller. But I guess I've wanted to show it on the stream for so long that I just never, I gotta find all my Game Boy Advance shells. Where are they? Maybe? Is it up here? Probably should have been, oh, is it that? It might be this. Oh. Well, here's a shell. I've got some more floating around somewhere. Got all this stuff for making another GBA HD. I kind of, oh, this is kind of nasty, but maybe we'll use it. We'll see what the condition is. It is actually pretty scuffed. Oh God, okay, I can't use this one. This one's gross. Well, let's see if I can find another one. I've got a few, I think. I thought. Let's see, what does the screen look like? Yeah, I wish I had cleaned these ahead of time. All right, let's see if I can find another shell. I've got a whole thing of them, I thought, or at least a couple more. Somewhere. Oh, anyways, this is, if you're curious, this is Stream Beats. Harris Heller had this free music or copyright-free music thing. But I don't know what's happened to this lately because, like, it looks like half or if not more of the files are just kind of gone. So I wasn't able to re-download it. All right, I need to keep looking for these GBA cases. Where are they? Oh, that's Game Boy or Game Gear. I guess I should actually take this out, maybe. Is it? I've got so much crap. So much crap everywhere. No, this is N64 controllers. What the heck? Oh hell, I got this thing. I didn't even think about this thing. How hard is it to put this thing together? Let's see. I don't know where my Game Boy Advance shells are. They're somewhere. I thought I had more than one, but perhaps I'm a liar. Oh, I also wanted to say, can we build this? I guess we can build this. Are we up for, instead of doing this, should we make a macro? Whatever these, what is this? The DS Lite macro? Yeah, this is the Game Boy Advance. This is basically the Intech Gaming. It's like basically a Super Nintendo a wireless Super Nintendo controller that you could put into a Game Boy Advance shell. That's really all it is. Unfortunately, I have these gross cases. So that's all it really does. I don't even know what the screws are for these. Oh, they're in here too, I guess. So really you just connect it, you put it together like this, and the buttons and stuff, and then you got a controller, a wireless controller. And it runs off of the AA batteries. But this, I probably might still use this on it. The only problem is this is really gross. Should we do that then maybe? I don't know how long it takes to build that. I'll have to look another day. Well, this thing continues to not be installed in a Game Boy. I don't know if I've got all the stuff for it. I think I do. Or like here's a Game Boy Lite. I have another one too. Obviously, you can see it in here. This is the Humble Bazooka one. Yeah, I printed it a while ago. Do you guys want to see that? I guess I don't. Oh, I don't know if I ever bought a Switch speaker. Actually, now that I think about it, let me just check this bag. Oh, I did. Look. Is this all the parts? I don't even really remember what parts there are to it. I've got 2 speakers. Well, all right, let's see if we can do this maybe. I'll have to look up the guide and see what I've got. I thought I had everything, so I even have the I have the lens for it. So the lens goes on here. One thing I would like to do is I've got a heat. So I guess I could talk about this a little bit. Flex amp. I don't know if I have the flex amp. Switch speaker. Most of the work is reassembly. Did I ever buy the flex amp? Oh, and then you have to buy the buttons, right? So these are for, what are these for? I don't know. Oh no. Yeah, right, because you need the buttons, some kind of buttons here, right? So the SP buttons or something? So I have some of those. Oh yeah, this thing. So I have it, I think, right? I've got everything. Is this all I need? This little guy? Oops. This is a cool PCB, flex PCB. Dang. All right, let's see if I've got all the parts for this, because I wanted to build this for a while. I also I have Retro Gamer Store made a clear front for one too. What is this? Some kind of battery? Retro Gamer Store made a clear shell that you could just replace the front of and keep the back of a DS Lite to basically make the same mod. Sick. All right, let's do this then. What's in this box actually before I do that? Oh, this bad boy. Check this out. Someday I'll get around to this, but there was a lot of hullabaloo around this. This is the Game Boy Advance SP slab. I forgot about this actually. So this is like an alternative to the Boxy Pixel. Is that what it's called? Boxy Pixel? The aluminum shell. I think this looks sick. Unfortunately, there was kind of a dispute between Humble Bazooka and the guy who originally designed the controller board and the original design of the slab. So Humble Bazooka had to stop selling these, or he stopped. He didn't have to, I suppose. I guess it was like I don't know, license dispute or something. So this is sick. Someday I would like to build this, because this is basically a Game Boy Color sort of sized Game Boy Advance SP. Really cool. So someday. I do actually have a Game Boy Advance SP waiting for that. So someday. All right, let's jump into this. Let's pull up the instructions. Let's see. This is called Humble Bazooka Macro. What is it called? Macro Game Boy Advance Macro. GBA Macro. Yeah, the slabs are very cool. Well, I particularly like this one instead of the instead of the aluminum one, I have it, for some reason I have it in this really tight, stupid bag. Just keep it all together because it's not screwed together. Because the buttons are not recessed. The buttons are not, the Boxy Pixel ones, they use the original Game Boy SP, I think they use the Game Boy SP PCB with no modifications. Not like there's any really for this other than, so with this mod, there's actually a new button PCB, little thin button PCB. So it kind of, I don't know, it makes it flatter and it just reminds me more of a Game Boy. So I think that this is nicer than, well, you know, debatably nicer looking than the Box Pixel. Not to mention the fact that they're a lot of money, but you know, it is what it is. All right, I found it. Game Boy. This is called the Game Boy Macro F. Let's switch to the window. Okay, nice. This is actually kind of the color scheme that I went for. I mean, once I got this thing together, I can always just change the colors, but I got a black. Oops, you guys can't see this. Oh, no, this is also not what you want. I have a black and blue one. This, I kind of tried it out because I was testing out the ABS. It's kind of warped. I might reprint this on my, this is all printed on my Voron way back when. But so this is the blue and black color scheme, not as nice and light blue as Humble Bazooka's pictures here. But I also have a dark gray and blue. I don't know which one you guys like better. So let me know. You could do either one of these. Or neither, you know, I can always reprint it in the future, but you know, we can just get it ball rolling tonight. Oh, look at that. That's, and it has the screen, it reuses the screen. Okay, enough of that. Enough, does this video actually tell you how to do it? Ah, it's so loud. All right, here, let's not play two YouTube videos at the same time. Or two audios at the same time. You like the gray blue better? This one? Nice. All right, let's check it out. God, it's so loud.
Okay, hey guys, I'm back with a assembly
Hopefully
video
for
my Macro F shell, which is just a full a Game Boy Macro shell replacement. Okay, so I just want to show what you're going to get with the kit, and then we'll move from there. So this is the back panel with the battery door. I'm sorry, the battery bay floor in already. The front, the battery door.
I'm just gonna take this one apart while we watch this.
Tab. You're gonna have your L and R buttons as well. Part of the kit, and then the I'm not really sure what to call this. I guess it's like a.
Ooh, I've got to find that. I hope
shield.
I have that
That's
piece.
where the metal shield would have gone. I'll include this as well with the kit. So that's what you get.
I think it is included in there.
The following. From the original Nintendo DS, you're going to need the actual Nintendo DS motherboard with the top screen connector removed. You can do that with flush cutters.
The top screen connector removed.
How to do that.
Okay, so let's take this apart and let's get at this DS here. Are these tri-wing screws? Okay. I'm just going to take my old one apart here and see if we can get the board. This is just the reassembly. Well, that's pretty much what we need, right? Or does he not mention the... Okay, so basically what you're saying is I have to figure out how to install the amp thing and then the speakers, right? So let's take this apart here. I just want to get to the same point that he is in the video. Okay, he has a whole video about that. Okay, maybe we'll watch that instead. Well, let's just see what I can see from this. Looking for my tri-wing screwdriver. Let's put some of this garbage away. Ah! Try not to mix these screws up, although I don't think it matters. But I think actually these are the same order that they came out of the DS. Oh man, look at that. These screw posts just broke right off. Huh. Maybe I used the wrong screws. Okay, well that's fine. We can always reprint it in the future. Then there's also the triggers and stuff. What else do I need to take this apart? Oh yeah, these screws here. What a pleasant mystery mod surprise. Yeah, this is just kind of randomly happened. I've wanted to do this for a while. I just kind of sat in a box at the very bottom of my box of mods. We didn't even get to the box of mods yet. Is there another screw? I feel like this stuff's just gonna ping and fly all over the place if I, okay, so I'm gonna very carefully put these aside because either way I'm gonna use blue for the button or for the top because I only have blue. I can only, ow! I just stabbed myself. Ouch. I stabbed myself with the hinge or the spring. That wasn't cool. Okay, so now this should just come out. Boop. All right, so we have a free thing, DS board. So that means I gotta take this off or the other one. This. Oh brother, so he took that off just with pliers. Huh. I wonder how hard that would be to take off with a heat gun. Well, should we try it?
And then you just want to hit it with your soldering iron to get the remaining legs off that pad there. You're also going to want to put a 330 ohm resistor.
So let me just see. I should be able to just look up Helder's guide, right? Because it just solders in there. Does this replace that? Oh, it looks like it just... No, maybe not. It sort of looks like it would just solder in an area like this. Oh yeah, like that, right? Ha! Yeah, it looks like it just lines up. I'll have to double check it, but did I just nail it? Like that? Well, all right, let's just look it up, right? Do I have to do the power mod if I do this? All right, let's look it up. What is it? GBA Macro Flex Amp version 1.2. GBA Macro Flex Amp. Yeah, he just does the single resistor, not the flex amp. So what you guys are saying, I think, is that I don't need it. Or this includes it. Oh, is there a newer version? Nope. I guess not. Oh yeah, I pretty much nailed it, dang. Okay, so it goes on here, and then battery plus and minus over there. And yeah. All right, let's do it. Well, actually, no, I gotta remove this first, right? Pretty much. I gotta remove that. So let's just try the heat gun. That means I have to turn off the... See, if it weren't for this stupid dog and the mystery machine, if it wasn't for this button here, this would be an excellent candidate for my new hot plate. But yeah, so one of two things is going to happen. Either this is going to melt and come off, or it's going to come off okay. What I would like to do first, though, is I would like to get under the scope and put some fresh solder on it. I gotta turn my lights off, overhead lights off. Okay, neat. If you don't want to use it, yeah, I saw that they just use some side cutters to rip it off, but I don't know. I figured I would try it, right? Try to keep it no cut, I suppose, as no cut as I can. All right, let's turn my thing on. I already turned off that. Gotta turn on my heat gun. All right, so I guess what I just want to do is I want to get some fresh solder on all these pins. That's probably leaded solder, or lead-free solder, I mean. Ah! I just yeeted over my solder stand. Get to the part of the... I built the Boxy Pixel macro a long time ago, but I think it's about the same build. Yeah, probably. We were just talking about liking Hump Bazookas better. All right, I'm not going to be like squarely lined up in this. It's hard to position the camera. I guess I could do a little better here. Okay. I don't know how this is going to go. Probably would save a ton of time, just rip it off, right? Or, you know, I'll probably melt the plastic thing here. Do I have low melt solder? No, I don't. Unfortunately, I don't have any low melt. That would probably help too, huh? I don't really care if there's a bunch of bridging. Just trying to save this thing in one piece. All right, I don't know what temperature to use either. All right, YOLO, right? I'm gonna set it to about 50%. Well, maybe, yeah, 50% air, because I really don't want to blow everything around on the board. Maybe about 350. So let's let that get up to temp. You know what else I want to do too? Is get my my fume extractor. Oops, bonk. And some Amtech flux. this is just an experiment, guys. Don't, you know, I'm not an expert. Okay. Attempt to use all of it, yeah. You try to take it off and warp the shit. Yeah, well, that's about to happen to me in about 30 seconds, so it's fine. You took the heat gun tip of your heat gun off. Never thought about that. I need to get my where the heck? Okay, I keep having my gun on. I need to turn the hot air gun off. I need to look for my tweezers. I need tweezers in this scenario. Okay, I got them. All right, I guess we're starting. YOLO. It would help if I actually turn the fume extractor on, right? Is it even doing anything? Dun, da, da, da. Hey, that worked better than I thought it would. I'm a cringe. I'm there with you with the cringe hobbyist, dude. I get lucky and I don't know what I did right or wrong, really. All right, that worked. Sweet. Now to put that part on eBay for $50. That's funny. Nice. I don't think I melted it that much. Ah, it's very hot. Don't put it in your hand. Okay, well that was a mistake. All right, bye part. Okay, cool. So now maybe I'll hit this with some, and then I gotta clean it. Ouchie. My fingies. Okay. All right, let's clean it off with some IPA. An India Pale Ale. That's funny. Nice, we did it. So that was 350 at 50% speed wind speed. That's dumb. 50% air. Although I know every hot air station is going to be different, but I have the A10 or A10, whatever how you pronounce it, A10 ST862D, the Lewis Rossman special. So if that's what you have, that's what I used. Where is my toothbrush? Okay, so I want to do a little bit better job, just so that there's no flux on the pad. I mean, it really isn't that bad. There isn't really that much. Well, I guess there is a little bit on the back here. I didn't really worry about how clean this board was, how clean the Okay, so I guess I never really explained what this mod actually was, for those who don't know. The GBA Macro mod is taking a DS Lite and turning it into basically just a Game Boy, because the DS Lite actually has a Game Boy Advance cart slot. So it's basically like the Okay, I'm gonna move to the big camera now. That was all I really. Well, actually no, I might need it in a minute for soldering the flex on. But basically, it's the opposite, basically, of that little tiny Nintendo thing that Nintendo made. That was like the GBA Mini, the Micro, whatever. Just using a Game Boy or a DS Lite. But be warned that I suppose if you do it and you save the connector, it is no cut technically, so you could put it back together again, I think. But you kind of sacrifice not sacrifice, but you convert a whole DS into a Game Boy Advance. Get the wife's. Zaxor pointed out that there were some really fancy boar's hair brushes that MG Chemicals sells. I was very interested in that, but they're like $15 a piece, so I don't know about that. So someday I might try those. That'd be he swears by the boar's head ones. Okay, so I think this is good, right? If you've done it a specific way, you keep the DS. Really? So is there some games that only work with the or that can only work with the bottom screen or something, or can you switch between them? That's actually sick. Okay, so I think that was step one, was to get this piece off. So that's accomplished. The board is still kind of sticky. I don't really care that much about the back of the board, but the part with the buttons I don't really want sticky with the flux residue. Okay, now, so that's step one, is remove that piece, the connector there. Step two is to you can either use the SMD resistor that Humble Bazooka mentions, or do what I did and buy Helder's GBA Macro Flex amp thing. I think it must integrate that resistor mod, but also it gives you a little speaker amp that you can connect two switch speakers to. I'm not sure, are they stereo? I don't know. I'm not sure if they're stereo or what. I never mentioned on Twitter that I was live. Oh well. Is it fine if I link your video showing it working on mine? Yeah, I mean, it's not like it's no, that's illegal, bro. Just kidding. No, it's fine. Yeah, you can put it in the if we have time, we'll take a look at it at the end of the stream. But put it in my, you're in my Discord, right? Put it in my Discord and tag me, and we'll check it out later. Okay, so let's just swap back over to the thing. Microscope. I assume it's as easy as just soldering up all the points. I'm looking at the screen and I just see here, I'll kind of line it up better. Basically that. Let me focus it better. Basically that, and then one down there. So let's get this kind of situated. Trying to keep in mind all the other, well, I can get just some. I'll get some solder on there first on one of these, and then I'll manipulate it. Or just push it with your solder like an idiot. Okay. I'm just going to put solder on one of these. Doesn't really matter how it's lined up well yet. Okay. now we can kind of, oh, or it just will not be have solder on it at all. Okay, good to know. Okay. So now we can kind of look at the rest of them. You know, so this one is fine out down here. It's the second one over. It's the second one over from this line of vias down here. And then battery plus minus is here. And these are here. So let me just move it up a bit. I think it's just rotated a little bit. Okay. Okay, so I'll clean that one up after, but let's get some more flex on, or some more down here. Okay, sure. I saw that you. So that's what this type of mod, but still working with a DS. In DS mode, I suppose. I think I have to turn my. Gotta turn my air conditioner off because I think it's cooling down the solder. Okay. Somebody in a YouTube comment mentioned that because last stream I talked about I was doing the Laser Bear the slot master, and I mentioned how the flux was splashing from my solder, and they mentioned that it's because of the type of solder. I didn't know that different, like Kester makes different types of flux in the solder, right? So actually the type of solder that I use apparently has a very aggressive flux, which I didn't know that was a thing. And I don't know in what sense it's aggressive, but yeah. So apparently there's less aggressive resins, not resins, rosin. So the flux, kind of interesting. Wow, that is cool. That's neat. Razor, we'll have to check that out in a bit. You had to clean the vias a lot for yours to work. Well, this seems to be all right so far. I mean, I take your word for it. I think you know, maybe there's different revisions of the DS. I didn't even mention or look up if this was a compatible thing or if there were multiple revisions or not. Mine's a CPU 10. Hell, this is a CPU 1. I didn't even look. All right, well, I guess that's it now, right? Well, we have to solder the speakers. Oh yeah, it does. If I took the second to read Helder's thing, it mentions that it integrates the 330 ohm resistor mod. Cool. Hey, Nano Goblin, how you doing? Thanks for watching. All right, so I guess should we watch Tito's video, I suppose, to see what we got to do next.
Solder the red wire to the pad labeled SP positive and the
3 years
black
ago,
wire
dang.
to SP negative. And this is how everything should look.
Okay, so I have two. Actually, this mod is supposed to work with dual speakers. Does that mean I could solder both of them? How does that work? So here's my switch, switch speaker, but I have two. It's stupid loud. So what you're saying is I probably don't need the second speaker. What case is Tito using in this? I didn't even look at the beginning. Let's see.
Small size and thin form factor. While not needed, I highly recommend the Boxy Pixel Macro faceplate. This makes the mod extremely refined looking and a whole lot easier to complete as well. You can also opt to get the glass screen lens. This is completely optional, but again, it makes the overall finish of the mod very refined. And of course, you'll want to get the Helder Macro.
Okay, so I just use one speaker then. Let's bust out the... So you're saying that you want me to do the gray. What do you guys want me to do? Do you want me to do... I think that's it for the microscope for tonight. Oops, so I've got a blue front on both basically, but I have a gray back or a black back. So I have options. I don't know. I was kind of partial to this color scheme. So let me see. The speaker has to go up here, right? So that's why I just wanted to bust this out. Look at that. So it kind of like burp, pops in here. Ooh, it does kind of like fit in here pretty good. Wow, look at that. Like fits right in there. Okay, gray black sounds good. Okay, so this is going to be like this when it's finished, right? All right, let's see, what else we need? I need buttons, right?
The final production one will have an extra solder point that will turn
Sorry,
the
I'm
amp
listening
off
to
when the
you guys can hear it probably, huh?
console is off. You don't need to worry, as it will be an extremely similar installation process that I'll be going over in the tutorial. Once the macro is fully assembled. But do remember, this is an already modded macro, which is why you see it installed here.
Actually, you know what? Where the heck is the screen? I need the screen, right? So this goes in first, I'm assuming, right? So what, the screen goes first? Let me try to clean this off a bit. Does the lens, I think the lens must go right directly on this. Yeah. Not sure which direction, so I'll hold off on that. But it goes in... Is this part? Okay, that part's not broken or anything, right? Where does this part go? No buttons. I have some buttons, right? So I think I need some of these. These are just new DS Lite buttons, I guess. Let's go back to let's go back to Humble Bazookas and see, because this is his mod. So what do you need? Switch speaker. Oh, supports up to 2 switch speakers. So I've got the Boxy Pixel Macro lens. Cartridge sealed.
Power slider and the volume slider, the battery, and the posts for the L and R buttons, as well as the post springs. And you will definitely need the Wi-Fi module, since the system won't boot without it. I'm not really sure if there's a mod.
The Wi-Fi module.
Uh-oh.
Where's the Wi-Fi module?
You'll need this if you don't know how to do that. There's also, you're going to need all the screws. I don't actually have the original screws for my DS that I've been using, but you're going to need like the tri-wing screws and the motherboard screws to affix this thing all together. You're also going to need a boxy pixel lens, glass lens, with the 3M.
This is a disgusting DS. I'm sorry. Don't look.
You're also going to need some thin wire. I'm not sure what gauge this is. I think it's 30 or 28. I'm not sure. But I like this stuff. It's color coded or whatever. But you can use any thin wire. You're also going to need obviously a soldering iron. You're also going to need switch speakers or speaker, depending on how many you're going to use. You can use either one or two. These are great and they're really inexpensive. You can find them all.
Oh, look, I must have put these aside already.
These are the ones I got. And the speaker is going to go like right in this area. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the actual screen by flipping up that tab. And then you kind of want to not put too much stress on this cable.
Man, I'm kind of all over the place right now.
Pop it out.
I'm not even really listening to that video.
Put that aside.
All right, I need does the buttons have to go in, and I need the original membranes. Let me turn my my light on again. And I guess I could turn my air conditioner on again. Did I get USB? No, I didn't get USB-C charging. I don't even know if I have a charge cable for the DS. Okay, so I think I have all the pieces. This is like an incredibly last minute thing. Okay, so I'm kind of cleaning these off a little bit, the membranes. Not amazingly. Okay, so that one's fine. Okay. I don't know. Oh, I see. So there's a square. There's a square on the shell here, and a not square one on the D-pad. So the D-pad looks like it's not directional. How does this look? Well, that looks pretty cool. Actually, the black back might be cool. Well, anyways, we can put these black buttons on. Okay, so now I need to figure out which way the buttons go on. I guess the start and the select buttons are the same, no matter what. Not really. I'm flipping it over. Okay, I don't think they're directional. Like a glove. And then I can't forget this power switch, right? That's a thing. And I've got my ABXY buttons. Oh, I actually also do have these other style buttons that, I don't know why I bought two sets of buttons. One is this like black and white, but the other ones are black and gray. Actually, the black and gray might look better with the gray build. Maybe we'll do that, black and gray. Now, I don't know which way the buttons go. Where's the last button? What the hell? Oh, here it is. Okay. How does it go? They should have it. They should be keyed so you can't mess it up. Oh, okay. Well, anyways, I cheated and it's right here. So let's actually spin this way. I do still need to solder on the speaker, so maybe this is a terrible idea. Maybe not. I don't know. All right, so now let's get the button. So B is the bottom button. Yeah, they are kind of keyed. Sorry, let me switch back to this. B is the bottom button. A is this button. Oh yeah, they kind of all go in a pattern, right? X is the top button. And Y is this button. Wow, what a cool design. It's been very long since I'm just looking at the bottom and making sure it's fine. Okay, looks fine. B-A-Y-X, okay. And then this goes on there, like that. Somehow. Does this go... Okay, and then this... Oh wait, I have the wrong one on. This is the D-pad one. D-pad one... Okay, yeah, that fits better. And then the button one is the square one. In the square hole! Yeah, I figured maybe in the future I will, because I really don't know if I have the charge cable. And actually, I don't know if I've got the replacement little Game Boy button thing. Might have to reprint this whole thing. Okay, I think that's that. Now I have to do what? I've got to still wire up the speaker. So let's do that now, I suppose. And then I've got to put the screen in, right? All right, so let me get my side cutters. And then, actually, Macho Nacho's video, I had the color coded.
Now go ahead and install all your buttons and membranes into the two speaker pads. Solder the red wire to the pad labeled SP positive.
Okay, so SP plus is the red one. I'm just tinning them. Don't exactly know the best orientation for this. It's gonna be like kind of like right on top of it, right? When it flips over. Well, if I have to like bundle it up, I can. All right, let's get this soldered. I need this. I need that. Oh god, that came out terrible. My air conditioner's on again. It really does affect it if you've got something blowing on it, like a fan or something. That'll mess your soldering up. Okay. Great. Okay, that's fine. Everything's fine. All right, now I think it's what, the screen. So the screen kind of just goes in here. I believe. Okay. Just want to make sure. I might have to reprint this. It might be too warped or too not printed well enough. That's right. Let's keep going.
And the black
Which way did
to
you
cover
put the screen?
install the LCD.
Oh,
Now you can go ahead and reinstall the LCD.
puts a bunch
Here
of
you can
captain
see
tape
that
on
the
it.
glass
Is that
screen
necessary?
lens is already installed. This is actually supposed to be installed once the
I think I'm just
macro
gonna
is
send it.
fully assembled. But do remember this is an already modded macro, which is why you see it installed here. Now go ahead and install all your buttons and membranes into the Boxy Pixel macro faceplate. And disregard the pink plastic tabs on top, as they are not required with Boxy Pixel's new macro shells. This shell that I have here is one of the legacy macro
Oh wait,
faceplates.
do I have to do the screen first?
Now carefully drop in the LCD.
I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do this. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that with this. All right, let's see how I do this. I think I've got to get the screen in first. Like this? Should I put captain tape down? I guess I should. Tito's probably right. Where's my little scissors? There's my little scissors. You think Tito sings to himself when he's making mods? Okay. Oh no. Okay, I just put a piece like that. Okay. All right, so I just got to get this. And dar. Okay, nice. And then it also goes over here, if I'm correct. Can we do that? We should probably do that after, right? This thing. Okay. All right, so now we kind of have to... Okay, so all the membranes are in. All the membranes are in. Speaker can go in. Speaker wires are just kind of freaking everywhere. Ah. Oh, the stupid bag is stuck to my hand. Okay. You guys can hear me struggle to get the screen in, but I'm not going to show it because I have to like have it held up. Oh god, this is hard. How are you supposed to get the screen in? Okay, I might have got it. All right, let's. This is like a terrible sandwich. All right, I can't really show you guys this. I'm trying to like. The speaker needs to be in. That's fine. The membrane came out. The screen is in. Okay, membranes are in. Okay. Let's see if we could like put this down. Oh, taking off the digitizer? Was I supposed to do that? Should I do that? Take the digitizer off? I sort of feel like maybe that's how it was meant to go on. It looks sick. Is it meant to do that? Okay, so how do I do that? Dang. Did Macho do that?
Reinstall the LCD. See that the glass screen lens is already installed. This is actually supposed to be installed once the macro is fully assembled. With the motherboard isolated, use your flush cutters to remove the ribbon cable connector. This will create more space for the speaker we'll be installing later on.
All right, abort.
And this is what it should look like. Next, we'll remove the LCD by disconnecting the digitizer ribbon cable as shown.
Remove the digitizer. All right, so how do I do this? Oh, I see. So that's the whole big piece here. That's this thing. Hey, Mike Wolf, how you doing? Okay, so I gotta take this off. How do I do that? Can I just use the heat gun? Let's see. Let's Google it. Remove DS Lite Digitizer. So much for being no cut. Well.
Right, hello. Welcome back. Thank you to Journey. Banking one of these. I think they call them a digitizer. Oh yes. Oh yes. That's right, it's on the other side. Because it was well, but a nightmare. 1 hour to get through customs. Thanks a lot, Brexit.
What is this guy talking about?
I'm sorry, not customs, just passport control. But anyway, we're on to this.
Hey, thanks, Mike. Oh, so I just use a X-Acto. Oh, this guy just this guy just yeets it off.
Peel this plastic surround off of here.
Huh. So the digitizer is just the part in front of the screen. Interesting. All right, well, let's scratch the hell out of a DS screen, shall we? Instead of watching this guy talk about
For a
Brexit.
second, and then we'll bring back the shell.
Oh, he does remove it in that video? Okay, let's see.
Disconnect the
Oh, it was
LCD
literally
cable,
less than 5 seconds past where I was pausing the video.
which will free the LCD assembly. Now, if you want to install the custom macro glass screen lens, you need to remove the digitizer from the LCD. I used a craft knife to carefully separate it from the LCD as shown.
Okay. Doesn't seem so bad.
With the digitizer off, we can now move our attention to installing the Helder Flex PCB. After aligning all the pads with the Flex PCB, I tacked it in place. Once it's tacked in and positioned,
Don't be don't be British. Oh god, did I scratch the lens or the okay, I scratched the digitizer. God. Okay, that wasn't that bad. Okay, not bad. I don't think I scratched the screen at all. Now, does he put he puts the lens on now, right? Probably. Oops, not Brexit guy.
go ahead and solder the following points as shown. It's properly positioned. The speaker wire at this. Then fasten the 2 screws securing the motherboard plate. And disregard the and this is how everything should look. Module. Reinstall the LCD.
So I need to put the thing on now then, I guess? This guy? How does it line up? He just sent it. Is it possible? Should I just wait till the end? Oh no! I'm an idiot. I forgot that all the buttons were in. I'm tired. Okay, that goes here. That was probably funny to watch on the stream. I think I said the X was the top button. Okay, so you go, okay, that's fine. I sort of figured. That was so stupid. I kind of figured that I was going to do that at least once tonight. There's like a bunch of goop in here. Ugh, get out of here, goop. I don't know if I really need to clean 100% this surround, right? Because it's going to be covered with the thing. You guys are great. Okay, so this goes in here. Oh no, I need to put it on the board. Okay. All right, back on track. Here we go. Okay, sweet. Now do all that nightmare again. So the speaker goes in. Okay. Excuse me. Dang. Minus 100 street cred. Mm-hmm. All the GBA macro modders are like, what a fool. Oh, when does the slider go in? That is another question. Oh, there's a hair. Get out of your hair. Okay. This part is the worst. Because you have to... Okay. Got it. Okay, now I just need to shove these. The speaker went sideways. Oh man, this is fiddly. I'm gonna hit something. Okay, sorry, I'm trying to get all this wiring in there. Okay. YOLO. Whew. Put a dab of super glue. Oh, that's a good idea. But YOLO. I have a feeling that this is all gonna come out again, and I'm gonna redo the case. Reprint it. Okay, I think we're in. Cool, now it's just a matter of, okay, so I think also the slider goes in down here. Does it go up or down? Oh yeah, I think it goes like that. There's no way it doesn't go like that. Okay, now I need to figure out what screws I need. I think most of the screws I already used. They're over here. All right, let's watch Macho Nacho's video. Oh, hot glue. Peter North special sauce. Yeah, hot glue would have been better.
You can see that the glass screen lens is already installed. This is actually supposed to be installed once the macro is fully assembled. But do remember this is an already modded macro, which is why you see it installed here. Now go ahead and install all your buttons and membranes into the BoxyPixel macro faceplate. And disregard the pink plastic tabs on top, as they are not required with BoxyPixel's new macro shells. This shell that I have here is one of the legacy macro faceplates.
Razor.
Now carefully drop in the LCD and motherboard, also making sure the speaker is properly positioned. Then fasten the 2 screws securing the motherboard.
I don't know if I've got those screws. I have other screws. I think these are the ones that I used, or huh. You know what? Should I just use these other ones? Or this other Game Boy? I might have to take this other DS Lite apart. I don't remember which screws went in here. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. Really? I freaking knew that was going to happen. And I dumped the buttons out again. God dang it. I kind of hate this wire, not going to lie. All right. Well, I need 2 wires. 2 more wires. I almost want to take apart the second DS so that I can use the correct screws. I don't know how long that will take to do, though. Oh, yeah, I'm throwing it. Yeah, sure. Totally, purposefully rage quitting this mod. Thanks, Sean. You're doing the right thing. Well, the good news is I can use this. I don't know. Is this too thick? I gotta think about this. You know what? I actually have a bunch of this wire from when I did the well, I don't really like this wire though. That's the problem. That is the problem. When I did the Ashita, I have a whole bunch of this magnet wire. Top tip, I lined the speaker up and glued it to the motherboard so it was much easier. That's an idea. Everybody's got a tip about this glue situation. I think it's also because I don't... So how did you do that? Just YOLO it? I think the problem is I wasn't thinking ahead with how I was going to fold this down. Oh no, now I don't know. Okay, they marked positive up there. Okay. So let's solder some new wires onto this thing here. I think what I'd like to do is what everybody else was suggesting with the hot gluing the thing down. Speaker. Now I probably need my side cutters. I don't think I'm going to finish this tonight. Okay, let's get the... Actually, I need to tin these first. The other part for me is the screen is this 3D print is not perfectly. It's like a little bit too small, too snug, so the screen has a hard time going in. I have to kind of bend it a bit. So that's another one of my issues. Okay, so that's my negative. That's my positive. Okay, what I think I want to do is I want to put some hot glue on like the corners there. So let's do that. Let's get some hot glue. Plug it in, plug it in. Oh, double-sided tape would have been a good idea. Didn't think of that. Okay, so now I have to think about how this goes in. Actually, that's not a bad idea to do it, right? This is going to kind of go from this going to flip down. While I'm waiting, I guess I could put the buttons back on for the 1,000th time. Where's the D-pad? Oh, I'm totally going to forget this Wi-Fi thing. When does that go on? I basically didn't do any what I wanted to accomplish tonight. I wanted to look through my mod box and see what I have left, or what I have to do. I'm like, ooh, Game Boy Macro. That's funny. At least I pretty much remember, or I memorized where the buttons go on this thing. That's a win. Okay, how's the glue going? Okay. All right, glue time, go. Oh, God. That didn't do anything. Hold on a minute. Okay. Ah! There's just a bunch of hot glue everywhere. Great. Wi-Fi is not needed. Somebody said it was needed. Humble Bazooka. Hey, CO. Oh, hey, Dustin. You missed me rage quitting. Oh, almost nearly rage quitting. I dropped the buttons out of this thing about 5 times. I'm just trying to like keep this from coming up or getting coming up off the case. Okay, I think that's fine. I'll wait for it to cool. Okay, hot glue gun goes on the floor because it's too hot to put away. Okay, I think we're good. Just want to get this little piece of, piece of something. Now I've got to be strategic about how the plus and minus buttons go in. Ah! Without ripping the ribbon cable. I probably should also glue down the screen. Yeah, but then I won't be able to manipulate it. Okay. I've got to think carefully about how this goes on here. If I put this here, It's going to be down there. So if I line it up like this, I should be able to just go red to red, red to right, and then like that, pretty much. Okay, let's try it. Might be terrible. Who knows? Okay. Okay, so wait, where does the BIOS, where does that go? Does that go on the bottom side then? Do I have, can I put this on after I put this screen thing down? I didn't see Tito do that yet, so. Okay. Oh, come on. What? Oh, I didn't tin this, did I? Okay. Okay, one. I didn't leave a lot of length, but I hope that doesn't bite me in the butt. Chillin'. Ooh, that reminds me of Chili's. I want to go to Chili's. I like how what's his face Ginger Vaz made a revised version of one of his older Wii portable Wiis. Man, it looks like a beast. You have to do the I can't remember what it's called. Not the OMG WTF trim, but the smaller one, Nano trim or whatever it's called. And it looks like it has some kind of a flex cable. It looks kind of cool. I don't know. It's like a Game Boy form factor, or like a Game Boy Color form factor, not like a Game Boy DMG. So it could be one of the nicer looking Wii handhelds, but I mean, gosh, it's so much effort to make a Wii handheld. All right, that's fine. I'm not going to stress about it. All right, now I've got to carefully flip it. Okay, screen is in. Buttons are good. Oh gosh, this came out. These came out. Ah. Okay. Cool. think it's fine. I mean, I think my case is warped. I think that's my problem now. Okay, there we go. It's just a matter of getting it all down. Oh no. You know what's funny? I think the hot glue might be in the way now. You gotta be kidding. Okay, wait a minute. I have the power. Are you ready? Hell yeah. That was dumb. Okay. All right, this thing is like flipping all around. Now, I don't think I have all the right screws. And I don't know which way this button thing goes on. Oh yeah, well, not only the portable, I mean, portable Xbox, but also it looks like Red is working on a Wi-Fi card install. So like that could be used by anything, right? Could you put the Wi-Fi, like a Wi-Fi module, inside of the Xbox? Just an unmodded, or like a HDMI modded one? That'd be kind of sick. All right, well, now I got to figure out how all these screws go back in. Is this where this went in? I can't tell if that's where these screws go, but it seems like they might go in. Oh god, I hear a lot of crunching. There's a lot of crunching going on. I think that I need to wait. I don't know, man. Maybe it's not crunchy. All right, send it. Okay. And not terrible, right? All the buttons seem to work. These ones seem very hard. Oh. Yeah, I mean, they press. Maybe it'll kind of get a little bit better when I do the back. Okay, now what? Let's watch Macho again. Let's take a minute. I'm just gonna watch for a minute. Okay.
Make sure the speaker wires are out of the way, and then install the L and R triggers. Next, reinstall the Wi-Fi module.
Okay, I can do the buttons, no problem. Okay, that's one. Oh, sorry, you guys can't even see anything. Okay, where's the hole? That's what he said. Man, this is hard to get in. Okay, that works, sort of. Works, sort of. Okay. Cool. I think that's in. The mod we're waiting for is Artemis's PS2 mod for the V13 motherboard. And you think if you're finally finished working under PS2. It's sideways. X button is wrong. Gosh! No! What the heck? Why? Oh, God. Okay, you know what? I don't care right now. We're going to send it. I think I might take this all apart anyways and reprint it. So, as long as it doesn't hold up the rest of the putting it back together, I think I'm fine. Okay. Whew. Now the Wi-Fi module goes here. Nice.
Your DS Lite will not turn on without this. Drop the
Tito.
rear shell in place, making sure the sliders are operating properly, and then button up the console.
Alright, so here's the gray thing. Alright, now I need to figure out where the slider goes. Oh, there's two sliders. That's what I was missing, right? There's two different... Why do I only have one here? One of them is what? This one? Alright, let's figure out the slider situation. I might be able to... Well, yeah, I might. Maybe. We'll have to see. Oh, here's here's this thing. Oh, I have it. The GBA slot cover. Where does that go? I'm not sure which way these go. I think it looks like this one goes in the bottom. Okay, that one looks like it goes there. Volume and power, just be sure the positions correctly. Yeah, I see that the switch has got to be lined up with the thing. Which way does this go? This? Is this just a slide up? Like a toggle almost? Okay, I'm sending it. Let's take the cover off. Oh, you know what I don't have? Where's that piece? I might be missing the... Oh no, here it is, the battery tray. Found it. Okay, so this thing kind of pops in here. Or not pops, but like on this side it slides in. Okay, yeah, like that. Cool. Okay, so now making sure all the switches are in their places. Oh wait, I need to put the don't I need to put the Game Boy? Where does this go? I think it goes down here, right? Something like, oh, yeah, it covers this part. Yes. Yes, cover it. Was I supposed to put this on already? Is this gonna fit? It should. All right, let's go to Humble Bazooka's thing. See if he's got
on. You can put like you can go through the front.
oh, it's already on here.
Now the cartridge shield, and what I like to do is just push up the bottom here while holding the top, and then at an angle, just kind of drop it in place, and it falls in, and now that's pretty secure. Now that you've gotten this far, go ahead and put in the silver Phillips head screws that were used originally. Make sure not to use the gold screws or any other screw that's not meant for these, because this is really shallow front and back, and you can put you can go through the front screwing it down. I'll show you in a sec because I actually used the wrong screw in mine, so I don't want you guys to do the same thing.
Let's see, does he say which way that slider goes?
Things feel good. Now, what you're going to want to do is put the posts in for the, and I really hope you don't lose these. Same thing for the other side. Feels good. Don't forget the Wi-Fi module. The membranes, the buttons are all in. There are these notches. It's because this screw on the original shell will pull down and tighten the volume slider, and I like to put it here, facing there that way, as if it's fully turned up, and make sure the arrow of the power button is facing towards the right trigger, like that, and that's going to fall down because of gravity. So kind of like that. Now, with everything populated on the front, we're going to put it together.
Okay, so the arrow
I'm
points
just
up.
making sure I have everything here.
Is that what he said?
If everything goes well, we're going to put it together. Power button is facing towards the right trigger, like that, and that's going to fall down because of gravity. So kind of like that.
Oh boy. Okay.
Now, with everything populated on the front, we're going to put it together. I'm just making sure I have everything here. So, if everything goes well, you'll get a little snap like that. Make sure the buttons slide, or I'm sorry, the slider of the volume slides, and power button slides up and down, holding it together. So now, you're going to want to start populating the screws with your tri-wings. and then I believe I think that's a Phillips head. I don't remember what they use there. Again, I don't have all of my screws, so I'm just going to start using whatever I have here. But you use whatever you feel comfortable with. If it's your original tri-wings, great. Just make sure everything's the same length, because this is designed for the original screws.
Well, I don't remember if I have the original screws, but I'm just going to put the ones that I had in it originally. I think without putting the, without taking my other one apart, I don't know if I'm going to be able to tell how they go back together. I kind of not memorized, but I put them in a certain order over here. I think I might have just stripped that one. Yep. Totally did. Oh man, well, oh, that's fine. I don't have the patience, I don't think, right now to put the buttons in. I guess we should just see if it turns on, right? I mean, I don't have patience to put all the screws in. I'm going to reprint the case anyways, I think. Plus, I have to take it all apart anyways to fix the stupid X button. And I will also have to take apart my other DS Lite to figure out which screws are which. If you over tighten the screws by the LNR, they could affect the function. Yeah, I literally think I might have ripped one of the screw posts out. This one here. So this screw is literally doing nothing. Can I see it actually? Let me see. Is it just not starting to tighten? It's just turning. All right. Oh, the battery's not in. I guess I could try to put the battery in and turn it on. I don't think the battery's got any charge, but right. Boom! It just blows up. It is such a cool looking mod, though. I do like it a lot. All right, I need a Game Boy game, right? Game Boy game. Do I have a GBA game right now? Ye Old Golden Sun. Oh, light turned on. I don't see anything. I think that must probably mean the battery is dead. At least I got it on stream. Yeah, well, I'm also going to explode with it, so it's a pretty fitting end. It actually is like almost dead on the same color as a Game Boy Advance cartridge. That's pretty close. Okay, I think it's out of battery. Let me see if I can look for a charger. I have a container somewhere that has just Nintendo chargers, like handheld chargers. See, maybe one of those might be it. Let's see, not that. Oh, here it is, right on the top. Nice. Okay. So it's not the Sony one. We know that. Here's my Game Boy, or here's my chargers. What the hell is this? Is that it? It sort of looks like it. Oh, but it's a made in China. WAP? WAP. I take it I set it up only using the bottom screen. No, I haven't turned this bad boy on. YOLO. Oh, okay, so I could do it now anyways if I want to. Okay, so I think this is the real one. Let's see. Does it go in there? Oh no, it's a different size. Okay, not the right one. I have 1,000 of just the. Oh, this must be a 3DS charger. Okay, well I have 4 3DS chargers and no DS chargers. That frickin' figures. Okay, well, that's annoying. Do I have another battery? Ooh, I have the other battery in the DS, in the other DS, right? Let's see, where was that? Where did I hook to that other DS? Oh, here it is. Okay, so this battery works for a minute anyways. Okay, let's use this battery. Edge power supply, yeah. I should have bought that one that, was it Cio that was talking about it? Oh no, it was Red Herring. Red Herring was talking about one from AliExpress. I should have bought it. Oh well. It was it was kind of expensive, so. Don't poke your lithium polymer batteries, kids. Don't try this at home. You could buy a USB to DS charging cable. Apparently there's also some kind of a USB-C mod flying around, so could be in the future. All right, let's see. Ready? Ah! Oh, God, did you see that? It was sparking. Not sparking, but I can't tell if yeah, something is not happy. Okay, well, something's not happy. I don't know if it's the battery or the mod, or it's possible that it's the motherboard itself. I don't know. I don't know. Does anybody have any ideas about that? Let's do it one more time, I guess. I don't think that's supposed to happen. Oh, turn right off. I'm going to take the battery out for the end of the stream. Don't do this at home. Use something else. Use a plastic. Don't use metal. Yeah, that's annoying. And then it would look so cool with the thing on it. Dang. While we're there, I have to reprint the screen anyways because I think the tolerance is not correct. It's a little bit off. Yeah, I put some Captain Tape. All right, I'll have to save this for offline, and if I get it all working, I'll let everyone know. well, I didn't really do what I wanted to do. Excuse me, and that was find a mod that I was gonna do next. I guess we can take 2 seconds now. I need a break from this stupid DS that I'm about to throw out the window. Okay. All right, let's see. We can look at it. Look in the bin for a minute. So it sounds like I need to clean a Game Boy Advance shell. I need to find and clean one so that we can do the wireless mod. But where did I put the box of mods? I wanted to look and see what SYF stuff I got. I didn't even get to do what I wanted to do. Yeah, pretty much. Main screen, come down. All right, I'll have to look at it another time, Razor. I'll look at it and we'll talk about it next stream. So I'm curious what you did. So I think what I really wanted to do. No, this is not what I really wanted to do. Although I'm glad that I found this, because this needs to go not in here. The box is getting smaller, or less full. What is this? Oh, yep, this is what I need for, I need these for the, whatchamacallit? This needs to stay kind of out, because this is for the Lava RGB. Okay, so I have a package from HDR. What is in here? Oh, this is the face hugger. This is a really old thing. The face hugger kit for the Game Boy Advance GBA HD, I think. So I have the face hugger, but not the 3D print. I never 3D printed it. I've been meaning also to do this, but I also don't have a second Saturn controller. So this is the drop-in replacement 8-bit Do mod kit for the Saturn controller. I don't have a second Saturn controller. I only have one. This is an older Arthremis Wii HDMI mod. I don't really know if I ever want to take a Wii apart again. I will. Just not for a while. Ooh. I don't really know the next time I'm going to get into a PS2 Slim, but I do have that thing from Guess, the Bluetooth, whatchamacallit? Blue Retro, internal Blue Retro. Okay, got it. I got the face hugger. I just got the board, the kit for it. Is this what I wanted to look at? Oh yeah, okay. Here's what I wanted to look at. So I would like to. Eventually, I have a Game Gear that I would like to have a modern, like the most up-to-date Ben screen, because it has HDMI output. So I wanted to use that to compare with the GGHD, the Game Gear consolizer. Back when I was still helping to diagnose the GGHD, SYF had sent me a bunch of Game Gear boards, or at least a couple. So I have this older one. Let's see, does it have a version on it? 1.6, but I think the newest one is a 1.7. Taking apart a 360 is hard, yeah, pretty much. It helps a lot if you have the kit. If you're talking about the fat 360, it helps tremendously if you have the. See, there's some parts in here I don't even know what they are. It helps a lot if you have the tool to take it apart. So I also have the not clean power, but what is it? The soundboard So this is for the 1.7, I think. 1.7 is the soundboard, the replacement power board, and then the 1.7 motherboard, I think. Is this the latest version? Oh boy. (2022). Interesting. Let's see. Let me go to SYF's page. What's the newest version? Because if all I need is to buy a screen and the case and stuff, then I think I'm fine. Well, that's a lot of, even that's a lot of money. The Ben HD screens are, I think, were they like almost nearly $100 or something, $90, 90 euros. I believe the newest board is still the 1.7, so which is good. Which means I don't have to buy a board, thankfully. I do have another one ASIC, I believe, Game Gear. So all I need is the ASIC and then some other little parts, and I have this and this board. So I think I can save myself a little bit of money, use all these parts, and buy the Ben screen. I think that's correct. It does say that this is newer. This is a copyright, or this has a 2022 date on it, but I don't necessarily know if there's any difference between this and the newest. This is the 2023 on the picture that I'm looking at. I'm just trying to like look at the pictures side by side, and I don't really see any differences. These tantalums are a different color, but it's probably fine. Yeah, so this could be in the future. We were talking about it today in my Discord. That's why I kind of thought about it. I just wanted to see what I had. The original Game Gear screen isn't... yeah. Well, I actually have an older Ben screen. I think I might have the first version. But version 3 has... Here, I'll go back to this quickly. If you go to the... let's just go right to Ben's website for the updated pictures. I think this is it. You can get... Did I miss it? That'd be funny if this didn't have pictures either. Okay, somebody posted in my Discord. Hold on, let me find it. Where were we talking about the Game Gear? Shoot. Oh, here it is. So if you get the latest kit, the latest screen from Ben, sorry, this is not, okay, we can make it bigger. If you get the latest Game Gear screen from Ben, it's pretty much a no solder other than the ASIC and like the wheel, the volume wheel or whatever. I think you can order one with this. I don't know if you guys can see the little plus thing. Oh man, I could make this huge. Here, it plugs into the back of the IPS screen. So like this flex cable goes down to the SYF board. So that's no solder. It's a flex cable. And then you can't really see it here, but there is a space. Well, actually, I think you're supposed to not have the extension port soldered, and then you could put an HDMI output board. So the HDMI output board goes here where the extension cable is, where my mouse is, if you can see that, and then it plugs in with a flex cable here on the back of the IPS screen. So you get the latest IPS screen from Ben, and it has an HDMI output. And it's pretty much no solder other than, I mean, obviously it's soldering the ASIC and this thing here, but you don't need to solder any flex cables for the screen. So See you later, Belmont. So I think that I might do that in the future. Unfortunately, it is 90 euros for the screen, so that's kind of a hard pill to swallow too. But, you know, I wanted to check this out for a while. Plus, I'd have to get a new screen or new case. I don't need a new case, but I would like to get a clear case and the dual speakers for the power amp that I have. So I already have everything, or I have the SYF board, and I want to make use of this because SYF gave this for free. So I wanted to I would like to show that off and throw some attention their way. So that's pretty much it. This is what I wanted to see what I had. I wanted to see if I had the latest board here. So I think I do, hopefully. Although now that I'm looking, oh, this is a 1.2. Wait a minute. This Game Gear mainboard is different. It says copyright 2020. It says 24 on it. Oh, the cartridge connector. Okay, so maybe there's one little tiny bit. Oh yeah, down here in the bottom. This is 1.2, but it's copyright 2024. So I don't know if this means this is an older design or what. But I think this one that I see. Never mind. It's for the dual ASIC. That's why. This is for the two ASIC replacement. That's why. So this one I have is for the single ASIC. Okay. All right. I'm going to bed. Thanks everybody. Sorry we couldn't get the DS working. I don't know what's going on with it. I'm gonna reprint the case, I think, and I think what I might do is I'm gonna carefully take apart the second DS Lite that I have and kind of remember where the screws were and use those again and try to find the correct screws to put this back together again, the one that we did tonight. So I guess I'll put two together, I guess. I don't know. All right. Thanks, everybody. I don't really know what that means, what's going to happen next, what mod is going to happen next. Maybe we'll have another one of these streams where we just kind of look in the box of mods and figure something out. Or otherwise, I suppose I can... Well, we have some stuff that we could do to prepare for the Lava RGB. We could desolder the PPU and CPU from the new NES front loader that I got. We could do that. Or I also have the Neo Geo CD that we could do. So, bye, Destin. Bye, everybody. See you later. We'll see you on Wednesday. Or no, today's Wednesday. No, today's Sunday. We'll see you on Wednesday with something different. See you later.